So John, thanks very much for agreeing to be in the teaching video. It's much appreciated.
No worries.
You'll get royalties for this. So 10 years ago you were unfortunately in Australia.
Yep.
You ended up there doing some work and you got something in your finger.
I was chasing a pig through the bush and I got pushed straight into a big thorny tree and I got a whole heap of them into my hand.
Okay.
And I pulled most of them out.
One of those thorny Australian trees. Yeah.
And obviously one's broken off in there, but
All right.
and 10 years ago, and it's finally deciding to come out now.
So of all the things we do with ultrasounds, foreign bodies are most satisfying. Fractures are very satisfying because you just put the scan on, see a fracture. Sprains and ligament tears are satisfying, Achilles tendons, but I think foreign bodies number one. And let's just have just a quick look and see what we can see here, because this thing's been sitting there for a long time, but it's been causing you trouble lately, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. And so you just basically go right to where the person says it's sore. Sometimes you can feel these, but usually you can't, and you have to search with your scanner. So sometimes I give the scanner, the probe, to the patient, and I say, put that on right where it's sore.
Yeah.
And that saves you hunting around. But in this case, actually, we can feel it as well, so we're kind of cheating. And we've got it in cross-section here.
Look at that.
And that's got a bit of fluid around it, obviously, sort of an inflammatory reaction. And so we've got it in one plane. Of course, like, we always want to get these things in many planes, so if you keep that in the picture, and you can see the tendon underneath. That's quite nice. That's the extensor tendon, so you can see it's uninvolved, which is helpful. Where is it? I've lost it again. So let's go transverse where we might get a better look at it. And there it is there. So it's not hard to see these things, and depending on your machine, and your average handheld machine, you ought to be able to get a bit of a look at these things. This is a slightly more flash machine, but you'd be surprised. You can sometimes see these things with a handheld. You definitely don't want to go digging for foreign bodies if you can't either feel it or have some certainty about it, because you just end up making a big hole and often not being able to get anything out. So there we go. I'll just take a little video loop. So it's quite close to the skin. We can measure that if we want. Just put it on, put a caliper on and say, it's 2 millimeters from the skin surface on that view. We might be able to pick it up closer to the skin. You can look in different ways and see. Sometimes with foreign bodies, they can be tricky to see. And you'll see them better if you do the standoff method, where you don't actually touch the skin with the probe. You just put tons of gel on. You see the gel there? It's just gel. There's the skin layer there. And then quite often you'll be able to see it better.
Hey, here it is.
Yeah. This one's just shining up anyway, regardless, but it can often highlight a bit better. And if you happen to have a focus on your machine, just move the focus closer. Every machine's a bit different in how much you can kind of adjust the settings. Anyway, that's what we're after there. So we're going to have a look at the same time. We're going to have a look with a handheld and see how it compares in terms of the quality. So here we go. Here, let's try with a butterfly. This will be hard for you to see on the screen there, so we'll see if we can take some pictures, and we'll just pop this on. There it is there, isn't it? Hang on. If you try and get a bit of a standoff, I haven't quite. You find the gel will run down between the fingers, so just put the fingers a bit together. We'll see. I'll just put a whole lot more gel on.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the beauty on.
So we can compare them if we want.
Oh, look, I just want to get the mongrel out.
So you'll see, sorry. So you can see if we can get that to focus here. So you can see it pretty clearly there as well. It's obviously not quite as clear as the big machine, but still, we've got a bit of information. Yeah, so at the end of all that, you can see the foreign body that came out of John's finger. Normally, once the ultrasound's found it, I normally just mark the skin carefully and then go for it. I don't use the scan unless I'm having difficulty getting it out. Sometimes I use a scan to check that I've got the whole thing, which we did in John's case. That's just the splinter there. Job done.